let's begin. We know that technology does not provide a filter for bias and misinformation, and that study abroad provides the ideal vehicle for intercultural interactions. But there are barriers to entry for too many young people, including cost, protectionist parents, and crowded educational requirements. Which begs the question, how can we reach youth who cannot embark on a physical exchange journey? Can we harness technology to give more of tomorrow's leaders the opportunity for authentic, cross-cultural engagement and youth-led dialogue? Consider virtual exchange.
Virtual exchange is defined as technology-enabled, facilitated, interactive, people-to-people dialogue in a digital space. Understanding that digitalization is transforming social and professional networks and impressing upon citizen diplomacy, YFU's virtual exchanges help us to reach a wider audience.
Our Digital Diplomat program is inclusive in nature. Through virtual, the opportunity to engage in YFU educational programming is extended to youth beyond our member network and welcomes underrepresented, academically vulnerable, and socioeconomically disadvantaged youth.
Virtual exchange has the potential to raise awareness and engage participants in dialogue to combat stereotypes and enhance diversity of thought, shrink the achievement gap, addressing disparities in educational opportunities based on ethnicity, gender, socioeconomic status, counter extremism by influencing attitudes and combating radical views, identify disinformation by increasing media literacy, and provide personal growth and empowerment opportunities.
Our core program is called the Third Space Semester. In the Third Space environment, participants express themselves as individuals while also feeling a sense of belonging within a community. From our surveys, nearly 70% of participants agree that the online space allowed them to be more honest and open in sharing their opinions. Removing barriers of pre-existing social roles, everyone is provided equal opportunity and support from facilitators to engage with and learn from each other as digital diplomats. So how does it work?
After reviewing global applications, students are registered and assigned to their virtual classrooms. Typically, a single class will have 30 to 40 participants, representing an average of 10 distinct countries. Volunteer facilitators complete a training to provide technological and thematic program support for online intercultural interactions. YFU administers the program curriculum, explaining each activity in written and audio-visual format. Participants engage through asynchronous and synchronous communication with international peers over the course of a semester. They spend 2 to 3 hours a week participating in discussion boards, creating presentations, videos, photo collages, and other creative submissions. Participants are supported by peer mentors, volunteer facilitators, and the YFU team throughout their experience. Recognition of achievements is awarded to individual students at programmatic milestones through issuing educational badges, and culminates in a certificate of cross-cultural competence for high performers. Who is eligible to partake?
Most of the classes consist of youth aged 14 to 24. However, as our program is inclusive in nature, we do make age accommodations. The African Union, for example, defines youth as up to age 35, preferring to focus on one's access to opportunity, which due to various hardships may come at a much later point in life for many young people around the world. We also have interest from university students who are specializing in education, linguistics, and culture.
To reach a broader audience, including youth who cannot afford exchange and those from non-YFU member countries, youth can apply through an individual application. Through this application process, we've reached participants in 40 countries thus far. Instead of an exchange between two cultures, our virtual exchanges prepare participants to succeed in multicultural spaces with people of diverse backgrounds and beliefs, a skill set that's increasingly important in today's interconnected world.
Curriculum and objectives for the Third Space Semester are designed to align with recognized international education policy and evaluation standards, as well as evolving criteria for digital citizenship. YFU developed the 4x4P model to include 4 core topics: identity, culture, conflict, and current events, broken down each into 4 activities that prepare them to complete a collaborative project at the end of the topic. YFU provides detailed aims and objectives for each of the 4 core topics as well as for each exercise within the 4x4P construct. Every activity builds on the previous and relates back to the goals of the overarching topic. Exercises increase intercultural awareness and strive to achieve specific learning outcomes that galvanize youth to take action in their home communities.
To mark milestones and recognize valuable skills gained and utilized, YFU awards digital badges after each project that is completed. By earning all project badges, digital diplomats are eligible to earn a certificate of cross-cultural competence, indicating successful program completion and the ability to effectively communicate and engage in any cross-cultural environment as a global citizen.
Upon introducing the certificate option, Virtual Exchange saw a 33% increase in program completion rates, and upon introduction of the badging process, saw 44% of participants achieve all requirements for the certificate, including the creation of personalized, local civic action plans.
As students apply for each badge, they consciously reflect on exercises and provide feedback. Here, 2 students reviewed the identity and conflict projects.
Bernice noted that prior to these activities, she'd not considered her own self-identity. She explained how the exercise made her think more about her own opinions in order to make stronger connections to the beliefs of her international peers. Portia discovered that not all conflict is unhealthy, and how to better approach and respond to it with an open mind when it does occur.
YFU Virtual Exchanges are run through the G Suite for Education platform, utilizing Google Classrooms to manage activities and projects. Integrating Google Apps into our program curriculum gives students the opportunity to gain transferable skills and online collaboration tools for their future academic and professional careers. Let's take a quick tour of the platforms just to demonstrate how the participants are able to remotely collaborate and engage from all around the world. With these projects, digital diplomats get to experience the world through the eyes of their peers as they explore photos of unfamiliar places, try a new food from our virtual recipe book, and put the knowledge and skills they've gained during the exchange into action by going into their community to hear and share the stories that too often go untold.
The program is supported by YFU staff and a cadre of volunteers and alumni. YFU is responsible to develop curriculum and trainings, register and administer the program activities, provide program oversight, issue badges and certificates of recognition, and conduct monitoring and evaluation through content review, surveys, and site visits.
Every class is assigned trained YFU volunteers to help participants throughout their experience. Volunteers encourage dialogue, ask follow-up questions, provide feedback, and assist with any technological challenges. To date, over 30 YFU volunteers and program alumni have trained to serve as classroom facilitators. 104 alumni of YFU's Study Abroad and Virtual Programming have trained to guide dialogues and offer peer support throughout the exchange by serving as youth ambassadors. Youth ambassadors also foster conversation among their peers in a small group chat setting using Google Hangouts. These Hangouts are 100% youth-driven, in which participants dive deeper into topics they are curious and passionate about. At the same time, this chat serves as an extra layer of support both in and outside the program, forming connections and friendships across the globe.
Ultimately, virtual exchange may serve as motivation for embarking on a physical exchange journey and provides opportunities to continue engaging with YFU as both participants and leaders after a cultural exchange experience. In the coming years, this cycle will be strengthened through scaling participation, incorporating new virtual program themes, adding more workshops and physical exchange opportunities.
Omaima from Morocco provides one example of the cycle already coming to fruition. She was a YES student to Virginia Beach in 2009 to 2010. 7 years later, she continued her journey with YFU by serving as a virtual exchange peer mentor and youth ambassador. In the spring of 2018, she stepped into the role of virtual facilitator to moderate classroom activities. She recruited educators in her home country and contributed to 5 students from Morocco joining the program this semester. She obtained her master's in applied linguistics and education and is now proposing to survey YFU exchange students as part of her PhD studies to measure how exchange programs help develop students' cultural intelligence.
The stories from individual participants create the most compelling case for virtual exchange. However, as the field of virtual exchange is new, it's critical we conduct monitoring and evaluation to capture both qualitative and quantitative data. Through badging, the content of student submissions is reviewed to see if they understand and demonstrate the learning concepts. Through surveys, we capture movement of things like attitudinal shifts. For those who are curious about methodology, a full program analysis can be found at yfuusa.org/2017-2018 Virtual Report.
The report demonstrates how virtual exchange led to an increase in cultural curiosity, empathy, the ability to understand and navigate conflict, approach differences in opinions, and awareness of social and global issues, all with the goal of motivating participants to become active changemakers in civil society.
Hi everyone, I'm Daniel from California.
My name is Brooklyn.
Hi everyone, this is Veronica.
Hi everyone, I am Yusuf from Egypt.
Hello, my name is Nariman. I'm from Tunisia.